10 reasons to visit Manchester. Why haven't you visited the north yet if you're interested in seeing the world? Manchester is among the most active towns in England, pulsing with innovation, full with unique buildings, and host to perhaps the most renowned football team in the world. This industrial hub really does provide plenty for everybody, and we swear it isn't constantly pouring. 1. There is more than one trendy area to live in. You've definitely heard of the Northern Quarter, the creative area in the core of the city with bright street art, independent businesses, and lots of pubs serving craft beer. This hipster utopia isn't the only nice area in the city though. Next door is the hip and happening Ancoats neighbourhood, which has been heralded as the next big thing by the world's media. Chorlton, a bohemian neighbourhood, West Didsbury, a busy shopping district, and Altrincham, a gastronomic hotspot, are all easily accessible by tram. 2. Mancunians know how to have a good time. After dark, Manchester is a city that comes to life, and if you're in the mood to party, a Saturday night in the middle of the city is your best bet for finding the best spots to do so. Spinningfields is where you want to be if you want a more upscale experience, while the Northern Quarter is where you want to be if you want to drink artisan beer or cocktails at the coolest pubs. Although Manchester is just one of many cities that can boast of a varied nightlife culture, the city truly does have something to offer each and every visitor. It doesn't matter if you're looking to unwind to live jazz at Northern Quarter's Matt and Fred's, see up-and-coming indie artists at the Academy, or unwind at Panacea, a club frequented by the city's movers and players. Manchester's nightlife is unparalleled. If you are looking for a lively pub in the Northern Quarter, both the Walrus and the Bay Horse are excellent choices for you to consider. 3. The place is a dream for foodies. The fact that there is such a wide variety of places to eat in the central business district of Manchester suggests that the residents of the area place a high priority on food and dining. If you have a hankering for Italian, Indian or Chinese food, you can satisfy that craving in Manchester, which is home to some of the best restaurants in the country. In addition, the city's multitude of outdoor food markets offer an alternative that is more laid back. You shouldn't miss out on the opportunity to go to Altrincham Market, which is widely considered to be among the best food markets in the country. 4. Gorgeous natural scenery surrounds the city. Because of its location, Manchester is an excellent choice for a home base from which to embark on day trips to the nearby moors, mountains, seaside and woods when you are ready to escape the city. The Peak District, Pennines, Yorkshire Dales, Lake District and North Wales are just some of the places that are within easy driving distance of the city and offer numerous opportunities for hiking and sightseeing. The Lake District, the rolling hills of Derbyshire, the kitsch of Blackpool, the fading 1950s splendour of Morecambe, and the beautiful beaches of Southport, Fleetwood and North Wales can all be reached easily from Manchester, making it an excellent starting point for day trips. In addition, people who are interested in flying out to warmer climates can do so in a speedy and convenient manner from the international airports located nearby in Liverpool or Manchester. It's like the dawn of the space age and the Industrial Revolution came together to form a single cohesive whole. The incredible architectural melting pot that is Manchester is a reflection of a city that doesn't put limits on itself. Check out the Gothic turreted grandeur of the Rylands Library on Deansgate, the first free public library that Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels frequented as young men, and the imposing presence of the cathedral that survived the Blitz. The Manchester Town Hall, which can be found in Albert Square, is a representation of the city at its height and the best example of high Victorian architecture that has been preserved anywhere in Britain. 5. Up north, people are nicer. The common perception that people from the north are kind and inviting is generally accurate, and Mancunians are no exception. Locals are kind and happy to help you out by giving you directions, making suggestions, and even just chatting with you on the bus. Don't bring up who they cheer for on United vs City just yet. In 1912, English jurist and playwright Edward Abbott Parry summed up what it was like to be a Mancunian. "Manchester is a location where people do things," he said in his book, What the Judge Saw. Don't discuss your future plans, do it. Manchester locals always do it. And in the past, Manchester became a byword for boundless vigour, independence and the liberty to express one's ideas without restraint because of the way in which it manifested these qualities. 6. The best football team in the world calls this place home. In spite of your allegiance to another side, you have to concede that Manchester United is the most well-known football club in the world. Your hometown of Manchester will always be the topic of conversation everywhere you go. Old Trafford Stadium isn't the only place to see in Manchester if you have even a passing interest in football. All admirers of the beautiful game should make their way to the city centre, where the National Football Museum has just opened its doors. 7. The cultural scene here is stronger than that of London. Do you believe that you must go to the nation's capital to enjoy a visit to a world-class art museum? Don't be too hasty to judge. Manchester is home to the internationally renowned Whitworth Gallery, as well as a number of intriguing smaller galleries, open studio visits and pop-up exhibits. This freshly refurbished museum in a park on the Oxford Road corridor has a rotating series of shows by legendary artists including Andy Warhol and Cornelia Parker. About 2 million visitors annually explore the city's many acclaimed cultural institutions. Manchester is home to a wide variety of museums, including the Manchester Museum, the Gallery of Costume at Platt Fields, the Museum of Science and Industry, the Imperial War Museum North, the Whitworth and Lowry Art Galleries, the Museum of Science and Industry, the Manchester Art Gallery, the Museum of Transport in Cheetham Hill. 8. The city is ideal for those who like listening to music. Manchester is a place to go if you want to see the Hacienda or the famous Salford Lads Club and you refuse to move on from the past. Manchester is home to a wide variety of music venues, from large stadiums to beautifully renovated music halls like the Albert Hall and the Deaf Institute, to tiny local favourites like the Castle Hotel that cater to music fans with a more modern taste. 9. Manchester has the best Christmas markets in Europe. Nowhere in the United Kingdom can match Manchester's Christmas markets for getting into the holiday mood. The markets, which have expanded to include the whole city, may be expensive and busy, but the point is to find a seat and spend a Saturday afternoon eating strudel and drinking mulled wine while getting into the holiday spirit. 10. As much shopping as you can handle. Manchester is a shopping mecca with a wide variety of establishments to suit any shopper's tastes. If you've had enough of the stores in the downtown area, you can always go to the nearby Trafford Centre for a change of pace, or venture out into the suburbs to see the fascinating selection of locally owned businesses there. From domestic artists like Vivienne Westwood and Vicky Martin to wag superstores like Selfridges and Harvey Nicks, towards the absurdly lavish Hermes, and then on to the interesting collection of independent retailers nestled in the fashionable Northern Quarter, where you'll discover antique hideouts as well as the Aladdin's borough that is Affleck's. The town has a vast portfolio of retail delights. Better still, everything is within a pleasant 20-minute stroll. What metropolis is home to perhaps the world's most famous football team, in addition to stunning buildings and a thriving cultural scene? Manchester, you guessed it. The fantastic city has lots to offer everyone, no matter their background or preferred pastimes. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.